Heavy rainfall virtually washed away a road at Belly Bridge in Dimapur, affecting the four-lane road through Kokovi village. Following mudslides and landslide along the Chadi, Palkla Bahar New Chumagidima stretches of National Highway 29, the Dimapur police have issued a traffic advisory. Lotha has expressed deep concern over the worsening teacher crisis in Nagaland, stating that around 133 government schools across the state are functioning without teachers. Navjot Singh, a 52-year-old Deputy Secretary in the Department of Economic Affairs, Ministry of Finance, died in a road accident on Sunday after a BMW car hit his motorcycle near the Delhi Cantonment metro station. Good evening, viewers. This is Nikita and you're watching English Primetime. Now the news in detail. Heavy rainfall virtually washed away a road at Belly Bridge in Dimapur, affecting the four-lane road through Kokovi village. Concerned about the difficulties faced by school students and patients needing medical care, Kokovi residents took the initiative to repair the road on September 15. They have also urged the state government to address the issue promptly.
Belly Bridge to Kale 2 साल होया से बना तो पानी तो साल दाही থাকে হলে বি ইটো বারটো বিশা আইছে ইটো খালি ইটো নহয় কিনা বস্তির গটা পানি ভর্তি হয়ে যাচ্ছে কালিটো আর বস্তি মানলো কিনা বেশি কষ্ট পালে বি বস্তি রাস্তা আছে কোনো আমার গো বস্তি মান সব মাটি কিনা কাম করছে এতে পুরা গ্যাপ পিনাই পুলটো আর সব রাস্তা বন হয়েছে হলে বি এটা দাবাই ক্লিয়ার করি না এটা তো পানি বি হুকিছে আর এটা তো ইফালে কিনারতে মাটি ভাঙি না গাড়ি যাব না রে এইটো কারণে আমি বস্তি মান লগতে আমি লগে এমার্জেন্সি গভর্নমেন্ট কি করলে বি না আগতে এনে চলা থাকিব না আমার এইটো বনাই আছে কি কারণে মানে এইটো তো এতে পুরা ডিমাপুর কানেকশন নিউ লেন খুব তো যাতো বেশি এতে রাস্তাটো গাড়ি বেড়ায় থাকে তো ইটো রাস্তা খতম হলে মানে স্কুল কারণে বেমার কারণে আর এমার্জেন্সি কি আছে সব যাব নারা হয়ে যায় ইটো কারণে আমার গো জিনকা করি কিনে ইটো এনে এমার্জেন্সি চলে থাকিব ইটো বসে মান লোক নাম সোশ্যাল ওয়ার্ক করি কিনে সব এটা তো স্টোন দাস আর সিমিন লাগা বেগ আইনে স্টোন দাস বনাগিনে ইটো কিনারে লাগা আছে ইটো স্টোন দাস আছে ইটো বালুবি নহয় ইনকা করে বনা আছে তো বেশি থ্যাংকস দিয়ে আছে আমার গো এইটো ডিমাপুর ডিভিজন লাগা এক্সিকিউটিভ ইঞ্জিনিয়ার ইনাহতো বি আহি কিনে কালি আহি কিনে যাচ্ছে আর খুব তো এসডো সিভিল বি আহি কিনে যাচ্ছে কালি দুশো বেশি ধন্যবাদ দিয়ে আছে হলে বি পারতক এইটো তো কানেক্টিং রোড এইটো তো একদম মেজর রাস্তা আছে এইটো তো জেনুইন আছে রাস্তাটো এইটো কাৰণে পাৰলে মানে এইটো গভর্নমেন্ট চাগে না জলদি এইটো মেইনটেইন কৰি দিলে ভাল হ'ব নেকি কোন আমাৰ গভর্নমেন্টকে বি জানাই দিয়া আছে এইটো পুলটো আমাৰ জালেৰেহে বনাই দিছে জালেৰেও এমএলএ হে বনাই দিছে তো তাকে বি বেছি থ্যাংকস আছে হলে বি এইটো হিচাপ পৰা আৰু এইটো ৰাস্তা একদম কানেক্টিং ৰডটো ভাল পৰা যাই থাকিব এইটো গভর্নমেন্ট পৰা চাই দিলে ভাল হ'ব নেকি কোন আমাৰ এইটো আশা আছে আর বস্তি মানুষ বেশি এটি বেলিভের সেতু বোনার কারণে মানুষ বেশি আরাম পাই আছে পয়লা তো বেশি দুঃখ পাইছে আমার এতে পুরোনা পুল বি এটা আছে হ্যানিং ব্রিজ এটু এটা বি বন করে তাতে বেড়াই না এটা তো এটু বনাছে এটু পাবলিক কারণে খুব অত এরা নিউ লাইন এরা কারণে এটু বেশি কমফোর্ট রাস্তা হয়ে গেলে না কানেক্টিং রোড হয়ে গেলে বেশি মজা পাই থাকছে হলে বি এটা তো এটু ঈশ্বর মরম পরা পুলটো বেয়া হওয়া নাই হলে বি উপরে এপারটো মাটি ভাঙি না বালু মাটি বেশি ভাঙি আছে এই কারণে গভর্নমেন্ট চাই দিলে ভাল হ'ব নেকি আর আপনার মিডিয়া সব আহি কিনে এতিয়া এনে বি উইটনেস করেছে এই কারণে বেশি থ্যাংকস বি দিয়া আছে বেলি ব্রিজটো
The Eastern Naga Students Federation will begin the second phase of its agitation from Monday over the Nagaland School Education Department failure to redeploy or retain teachers in Eastern Nagaland schools affected by the recent rationalization exercise. In a directive issued Sunday, ENSF leaders instructed federating units to seal all government offices and shut down government schools across the region. Government-registered vehicles will also face movement restrictions. However, essential services such as administration, medical, police, fire, power, paramilitary and banking are exempted. ENSF said agitation will continue until their demands are made. Student bodies including the Konyak Students Union and United Sangam Students Conference have pledged full enforcement of the agitation. The rationalization carried out on August 22 reportedly left several schools without subject teachers, prompting ENSF's initial phase of protest starting September then. Following mudslides and landslide along the Chade, Bagla Bahar near Chimukidima stretches of National Highway 29, the Dimapur police have issued a traffic advisory, closing vehicle movement between Chatea Bridge and New Chimukidima Bridge until restoration is completed. Alternate roads have been designated for LMVAs. The Bimla, Mainamsi, Charnabani, Natsifima Road is open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. HMVAs up to 6 wheelers carrying essentials can use the same road from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. and in rivers from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. starting September 15. The new lane Kodavi Zatami Road is open for LMVAs only. Travelers have been urged to follow the timings for smooth traffic flow. The advisory was issued by Wairut Muru, NBA's officiating Commissioner of Police Dimapur. The Lodaho has expressed deep concern over the worsening teacher crisis in Nagaland, stating that around 133 government schools across the state are functioning without teachers, severely affecting the academic future of thousands of students, especially with annual and selection exams approaching. In a press release, the Hoho criticized the state government's failure to resolve the ongoing agitation by RMS State 2016 teachers, warning that the continuous standoff threatens not only education but the credibility of governance. Citing the Supreme Court's order on SLP dated May 28, the Ho urged the government to act in compliance and clarify the status of any review petition. The organization condemned what it called a confrontational and uncompromising attitude of the government and appealed for an honorable resolution that upholds the rule of law and the welfare of citizens. The district administration of Boka, along with IGAR and other partners, held a one-day training on September 15 about better ways to grow and process tropical tuber crops. The event took place at the Hall Boka. Deputy Commissioner Vinay Kumar praised the partners and encouraged women farmers to use scientific methods and work in groups to improve crop production and income. Experts from IGAR, Kerala and Boka shared knowledge on tuber varieties, farming techniques, marketing, and value addition. The workshop included practical demonstrations and discussions to solve farming problems. It ended with farmers' feedback, a closing ceremony, and the distribution of farming tools, helping local farmers improve their skills and livelihoods. A preparation meeting for the Swachhta Hi Seva Campaign 2025 was held on September 15 at the Additional Deputy Commissioner Office in Chozuba Paik District. Dr. Chetu Nenu, Ex-Assistant Commissioner, chaired the meeting and emphasized the importance of involving students to build cleanliness habits. He urged officials to represent Chozuba well. The meeting included local councillors, medical officers, school principals, forest and public health officials, education health, business and youth leaders. They discussed plans for the upcoming cleanliness campaign. The Department of Legal Metrology and Consumer Protection with IQAC Wang Khao Government College Mon organized a consumer awareness program on September 11 at Wang Khao College. The special case was Engineer R. Mahamjoy EAC Mon. The theme was Legal Metrology and Consumer Protection, the journey towards Viksit Bharat 2047. Engineer Hamjoy spoke about the Consumer Protection Act 2019, explaining consumer rights and the importance of staying aware in today's fast-changing world. Engineer Nganye Konyak, Senior Inspector LMCB, discussed the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047 and the department work, encouraging everyone to take part in inclusive development. The program ended with a vote of thanks by Zamyon LTA LMCB Mon. An awareness program on early intervention and inclusive education was held at GBS Industrial Village, Dimapur on September 13, organized with Blessed Bonding NGO and sponsored by the State Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities. Deputy Commissioner Dr. Dinol Jongsi Chang emphasized the role of parents and community in supporting children with disabilities and praised local schools for promoting inclusion. They even featured talks by experts and parents, highlighting the importance of early support. The program ended with a vote of thanks from Blessed Bonding. Due to mudslide and landslide along the Chade Bakla Bahar New Chimugidima section of National Highway 29, the Office of the Commissioner of Police Dimapur has closed vehicle movement between Chate Bridge and New Chimugidima Bridge until the road is restored. Alternative roads have been provided for travel between Dimapur and Kohima. Light vehicles can use the Bimla Mainamsi Charnabani Nizifima route from 6 am to 6 pm. Heavy vehicles carrying essential goods are allowed to travel from Bimla to Masifima via Mainamsi and Charnabani between 6 pm and midnight, and from Masifima Bake to Bimla between midnight and 6 pm AM starting from September 15. Another alternate road for light vehicles only is Newland, Kodovi, Satima. All travelers and transporters are requested to follow these roads and timings to ensure smooth and safe movement. A district-level orientation program for the Ati Karmo Yogi Abhiyan camping was held at the Deputy Commissioner Office Conference Hall. District Master Trainers Yuntin Lo Kent, Obed Mak, Juyan Lo Jemu, and Sochulo Mak explained the camping objectives to block master trainers and representatives from Rural Development, BHED, Health and Family Welfare, Social Welfare, Education and Forest Department. The program was chaired by Deputy Commissioner Jabed Voch, aiming to strengthen coordinated efforts for the camping successful implementation. Deputy Commissioner of Baran, Haizu Meru, has issued a travel advisory due to multiple landslide on the Mainamsi Bimla road caused by continuous heavy rain, which has disrupted regular vehicle movement. According to the advisory, light vehicles will be allowed to travel both ways between Mainamsi and Bimla from 6 am to 6 pm. Heavy vehicles limited to 6-wheelers carrying essential goods will be permitted to move uphill from Bimla to Mainamsi between 6 pm and 12 am, and from downhill Mainamsi to Bimla between 12 am and 6 am. The Deputy Commissioner has requested all travelers and transporters to cooperate and follow these roads and timings to ensure smooth and uninterrupted movement. Members of the Adolescent Girls Club from Kitty's Corner School, Bake, visited Bake Government College for a study exposure trip. Led by college teachers, the 35 students toured various science laboratories, including zoology, botany, chemistry, and physics, and learned about lab equipment like microscope, incubators, and centrifuges. The trip was part of the ongoing Deng the Special Awareness Campaign under Sankalp Thieu and Mission Shakti, organized by the District Administration and Social Welfare Department, aimed at empowering women and girls. The Department of Youth Resources and Sports hosted the district-level youth festival at the Cultural Hall Shamadar under the theme Viksit Para 2047 and the role of creator economy. Samso C from Shamadar College won the declamation competition. Christian High School secured the folk song title and St. Xavier Higher Secondary School did first place in folk dance. District Sports Officer Atrong Yumjing praised the enthusiastic participation of the youth. Dr. Sugado Esima, MLN Chairman of the Committee on Public Undertakings 2025-26, has rescheduled the study hall to the mini cement plant at Wazeho for 17th and 18th September 2025. All committee members are kindly requested to join the visit if possible. Kohima celebrated a historic moment on September 13 with the launch of its first women's badminton tournament at the NLS Stadium. The event was organized by the Kohima District Badminton Association and supported by the Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0, the Department of Women Resource Development, and KDBA, Joint Director of Urban Development, connected the tournament to the Swachh Hi Seva 2025 campaign, highlighting the role of women in both sports and cleanliness drive. She called the players ambassadors of the Swachh Bharat Mission. The tournament also supports Swachh to Saf 2025, which promotes clean, green, and zero waste celebrations. The event was attended by dignitaries, officials, and sports lovers, and was seen as a big step to women's empowerment and community cleanliness. The Samagra Shiksha Nagaland successfully conducted the state-level quiz competition under the Rashtriya Avishkar Abhiyan at TM Government Higher Secondary School, Kohima. The event was praised by Sashang Pratap Singh, Principal Director of School Education, who emphasized the importance of curiosity, innovation, and science in achieving Viksit Para 2047. State Mission Director L. Jamithan Lada highlighted the program's role in motivating students in science, maid, and technology. The competition, chaired by Dr. Chumbini Kigon, saw participation from all 17 districts. Winners were Imdi Manla in first place, Benong Nguli, and Kedalo Rengma. The event concluded with encouragement from students to continue pursuing excellence in science and education. Eagle Crest Training Academy and Consultancy under the Nagaland Skill and Entrepreneurship Development Mission will hold a career orientation and job opportunity session at Down Hall Peak from 11 to 1 p.m. The event aims to assist job-seeking youth by providing guidance and employment opportunities. The Shamadar District Chase Association hosted its first ever one-day free chase coaching game at Government Middle School at Shamadar under the theme Sharpening Minds, Rising Together. The game attended by 40 enthusiastic students aimed to develop chase skills, strategic thinking, and sportsmanship. Coaches including STO Bodhi Kapfo and ESC Kudazo Sworo encouraged children to view chase as a discipline that builds memory and life skills. Refreshments were provided by local teachers. Attended special awareness camping under the Sankalp Initiative and Bedi Barao, Beti Badal. Mission Shakti concluded in Chimogidima, organized by the Social Welfare Department. The camping focused on empowering women and spreading awareness on themes such as legal rights, health and nutrition, gender sensitization, BOSH, BOXO X, women excelling in STEM and vocational skills. The program engaged community members, women beneficiaries, students, and local vendors across various locations in the district. Deputy Commissioner Bihenok Bumjam launched the One Day with Deputy Commissioner initiative to motivate students and introduce them to district administration. The first page of 5 students from Dr. Ain Kerr Government Higher Secondary School visited the DC office for an interactive session with administrative officers and officials, including the Nagaland Pollution Control Board and Kohima Press Club. Bumjam shared inspiring stories and stressed hard work, leadership, and a positive attitude. The program aims to build confidence and speak interest in public service by offering students first-hand experience of governance. Selected students from private and government schools will participate in future batches. Deputy Commissioner Haizim Meru has announced the formation of a control room under the Baran District Task Force to manage road blockages caused by landslide and natural disasters. The control room team includes STO Sandilong Ozukum as convener, additional SRRD Chang, STO Engineer Assembly Muk Chang, and ESC Donan Yumchungu. Residents are urged to contact the control room immediately if they encounter any road blockages in the district. The Directorate of Youth Resources and Sports, in collaboration with the NSS wing of Yingli College, organized the District-Level Youth Festival 2025 at Borgahan Hall, Yingli College, Longland. The festival featured competitions in declamation, folk song and folk dance with participants from Badung Government Higher Secondary School, Orangkong Village Student and Yingli College. In declamation, Chowdhury L. Pom secured first place, followed by Tentem Pom. In folk song, Yingli College 5th semester students claimed first, while Orangkong Village Youth came second. Baodong School won the folk dance category with Yingli College as runner-up. The event, which saw 116 participants, including NSS volunteers, was chaired by Assistant Professor Krengyhule Hayang, with a welcome address by Vice Principal Dr. B. Hansad Bom, and a vote of thanks by Assistant Professor Thamne Chuabang. The festival celebrated local youth talent and promoted cultural exchange. The Combined Technical Association of Nagaland has issued an ultimatum to the state government demanding the immediate implementation of scale-based by RMSA 2016 teachers as per court orders. In a letter addressed to the Chief Secretary, CDN expressed deep concern over the ongoing ban-down strike since August 26 and the peaceful sit-in protest that began on September 8, affecting 133 schools across Nagaland. The association cited rulings by both the Guwahati High Court and the Supreme Court affirming the teachers' right to scale-based. CDN held the government in nature responsible for disrupting students' education and warned of further democratic actions if the issue is not resolved promptly. The Eastern Naga Students Federation launched the second phase of its agitation today in protest against the Nagaland government teacher rationalization exercise, which it claims is severely impacted schools in eastern districts. In a directive issued Sunday, ENSF ordered the sealing of government schools and offices and restricted movement of government registered vehicles, exempting essential services like medical, police, administration, and banking. At a press conference, ENSF President Nguyen Yong said the February rationalization, followed by a new order in August, ignored earlier representations and led to the arbitrary transfer of 12 subject teachers. After the government failed to act on a September 12 ultimatum, the first phase of agitation began on September 11. The core demand remains a redeployment of transfer teachers, with ENSF condemning mid-station transfers and accusing the advisor of school education of dismissing their concerns. As per ENSF districts, affected include Longland 62, Mon 45, Tuensang 24, Shamadil 15, Kifuri 2, and Noblak 2. The agitation will continue until their demands are met.
With this conference, the length and breadth of the Eastern Nagaland and this state of the Nagaland state as a whole will get to know as to why the Eastern Naga Students Federation has initiated this ongoing agitation pertaining to the rationalization order that was issued by the Department of School Education on 22nd of August. To make things very clear, I would like to just brief the media persons and friends to understand as to why and what made the ENSF initiate this agitation. Initially, when the rationalization order was out in the month of February 2025, my federating units first vented out their disagreement before the government of Nagaland, specifically this Department of School Education, that their schools under my region has been severely affected.
A landslide struck Ayutthaya Chungchung down September 14 at around 8 p.m., destroying house number 290 and leaving the family in distress, triggered by water accumulation in the soil. The landslide caused total loss of property, including 5 rooms and 2 kitchens. Fortunately, the family escaped unharmed due to timely warning signs like vibrations and sounds. Estimated damages are between rupees 8 to 10 lakhs. The ancient cracks in the remaining structure have raised further safety concerns. Nedoso NCSES inspected the site and advised the family to apply for the state disaster relief fund. MMC Councillor Imtian Bang has appealed to authorities and the public for urgent aid to support affected families in rebuilding their lives.
A few days, man pani gira se, aro hilly area se among of jane, zebra to so much light to logina chase. So I, on behalf of the ward or the family laga nambra, so ki appeal guraze, especially the government, Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority, or district administration de, kiman bare bole bare so para mudo kole bishi gushibabo, United Asia. To hear no hina, all the well wishers, aro manusop ke pratna de, aro ini kain holibe kut dekhi ki pare so para mudo kole bishi gushibabo inika United Asia. Thank you very much.
Timing do ito 8 PM in nakati hoise.
So aji khobor pa kane on behalf of district administration aing na site to inspect krise aru verify krise affected families kan ge log pai dise aru tai kan ge ami kan office te kitia paribo aing na state disaster relief fund de apply korole janai dise. Thank you.
Moi itu on the ward laga municipal councillor ase. Itu hatsa do around last night around 8:30 majude koi kise. Very unfortunately the core entire building do the material logina jasi, but luckily with God grace manu do kon bi chokom hona idu garne isu gibi bishi thanks junai dia se. Itu hasa shuru ha logot koloni manu sopra aro district administration bra itadak sopra aro media kan bra mun digina help kurase idu bra so gibi as a councillor or ward laga ma nambra so ki thank you for this se.
Oke malik ase, moi laga nam ayu ase, chungkia posti manu, we aungza wati thake, house number 290, aro ini media aro second government sector kiman aro councillor ban loigina aise, ami ke iman tok time de inaga aikena mutapya, so bishi thanks dia ase, aro moi for rom pangsta aro coba tidak inaga thaga laga achanak mati pitor pani ulai gana inaga kona landslide oi gana ko kya ho jaise aro ko laga saman kambe iku
Few days
Viewers, now we'll take a short break. Welcome back, viewers. You are watching English Primetime. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Tripura on September 22 to inaugurate a newly renovated Mata Tripura Sundari Temple in Udaipur, Komadi district, one of the 51 revered Shakti baits. Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha announced this at the closing of the Nirmaha Water Festival, emphasizing tourism development. He highlighted a Rupees 97 crore project to construct replicas of all 51 Shakti baits in Bajuwar and underscored the importance of promoting Nirmala to boost cultural tourism and preserve Tripura's heritage. Job aspirants in Patna protested on Monday demanding the announcement of the Bihar Police Constable recruitment exam date and total vacancies. The protesters breached police barricades near Dak Bungalow crossing and advanced towards the Kotwali police station, leading police to baton charge the crowd to disperse them. Several demonstrators were reportedly injured during the clash. Authorities say the protest caused major traffic disruptions and appeals to vacate the area were ignored.
बंगला के आगे का क्षेत्र है वो प्रतिबंधित क्षेत्र में आता है और इसमें वहाँ पे प्रतिबंधित किया गया है उन लोगों को। अगर कोई धरना प्रदर्शन क्षेत्र में किया जाएगा तो उनको विधि सम्मत कार्रवाई करते हुए वापस भेजा जाएगा।
इनकी कोई एक टीम को ले जाया गया, बात की गई है, इनकी बात सुनी गई है।
अगर वो अपनी बात रखना चाहते हैं, शांतिपूर्वक ढंग से रखना चाहते हैं तो हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे उनकी बात करा देने की, ये जो वहाँ पे हैं उनके बीच के बात में है, लेकिन अगर प्रतिबंधित क्षेत्र या नियम को उल्लंघन करेंगे तो उन पर कार्रवाई होगी।
गिरफ्तारी भी हुई है।
मैंने पहले ही कहा आप लोगों को कि अगर कोई भी प्रतिबंधित क्षेत्र में आएगा या जो नियम के विरुद्ध कार्रवाई करेगा उन पर विधिसम्मत कार्रवाई की।
Navjot Singh, a 52-year-old Deputy Secretary in the Department of Economic Affairs, Ministry of Finance, died in a road accident on Sunday after a BMW car hit his motorcycle near the Delhi Cantonment metro station. Singh and his wife were returning home from Bangla Shahid Gurudwara when the accident occurred. His wife, who sustained serious injuries, including a head injury and a fractured femur, is undergoing treatment at New Life Hospital in Mukherjee Nagar and is in critical condition. The BMW driver, Kakan Preet, and her husband, Barikshit Makar, took the couple to the hospital in a taxi, despite several hospitals being closer to the accident site, sparking concerns about their intentions. The accident happened when the BMW driven by Kakang Preet collided with Singh's motorcycle. The impact was severe, causing significant damage to the BMW's front portion. The police were informed about the traffic jam caused by the accident, and a team was dispatched to the scene. The Forensic Science Laboratory was also called in to assist with the investigation. Delhi police have registered a case against the BMW driver under sections 281 rash driving, 125 PX endangering life, 105 culpable homicide not amounting to murder, and 238 causing disappearance of evidence of the Baradia Nana Sanida. Kakang Preet was taken into custody after being discharged from the hospital on Monday for further questioning and legal proceedings. The luxury car and motorcycle involved in the collision have been seized, and forensic examination of the accident site has been conducted. Singh's family has raised concerns about the decision to take him to the hospital 17 to 25 kilometers away from the accident site instead of nearby hospitals like Air Force Hospital, RR Hospital, or RML Hospital. They also expressed dissatisfaction with the facilities at New Life Hospital where Singh was taken.
ये ऐसा है कि अपरेंट है बड़ा कि दहला कुआं पर एक्सीडेंट होता है, जहाँ की नियरेस्ट हॉस्पिटल आपके पास हमारा, मैं एयरफोर्स में था पहले, हमारे आरआर है, और थोड़ा सा दूर जाओ तो वो क्या एक हॉस्पिटल दिन राम मनोहर लोहिया हॉस्पिटल है 10 किलोमीटर। उस सब को छोड़कर इंटेंशनली उन्होंने वहाँ लेकर गए, क्योंकि हमें अभी साथ वाले पड़ोसी से पता लगता है, उनके जो इन-लॉज है वहीं रहते हैं, वो कहते हैं वो सबसे वर्स्ट नर्सिंग होम है न्यू लाइफ करके, और वो बड़े मैनिपुलेटिंग लोग हैं, और उन्होंने क्या किया होगा हमको पता नहीं है। और वहाँ पर तो वैसी फैसिलिटी इतनी ज़्यादा नहीं है, वो तो हमने जाकर देखा, कुछ भी नहीं था वहाँ पर।
My husband used to run this hospital before his sad demise due to COVID-19. So on 14th of September, that is yesterday, around 2 p.m., a medico-legal case related to a road traffic accident involving a car and a motorbike was brought to our hospital. Immediately, first aid was offered. The police was duly informed. Around a man somewhere aged between 50 to 57 years was received brought dead, and his wife, who sustained injuries but was vitally stable, was also brought in. So when I got a call that the patient is being brought, I got a call that the patient is not, there has been an accident and the patient is being brought. I said, "Le aiye." That was my answer. I did not know where the patient is being brought. Even I also thought that somewhere nearby the accident has happened. So I made my emergency team immediately ready, and I told them that patient can come anytime. I was not aware where the patient. मुझे ये नहीं पता था कि मरीज कहाँ से लाया जा रहा है। मुझे सिर्फ एक इन्फॉर्मेशन आई है फ़ोन पे, जिसमें मुझे ये पूछा गया कि आपके यहाँ क्रिटिकल केयर टीम और सब लोग हैं, अभी यहाँ सेवाएं उपलब्ध हैं।
कल 14 को हमारे पास 2:20 पे हमें इन्फॉर्मेशन रिसीव होती है कि ट्रैफिक जाम बहुत ज़्यादा लगा हुआ है धौला कुआं के आसपास। तो हमारी टीम वहाँ पे विज़िट करती है, उनको पता चलता है एक BMW गाड़ी है और एक बाइक है, उनके बीच में एक्सीडेंट हुआ है। कुछ लोगों से जब पता चलता है कि जो विक्टिम है या जो सस्पेक्ट है कहाँ गए, तो उन्होंने बताया कि जो गाड़ी ड्राइव कर रहे थे उनकी जो फैमिली है, वो जो भी हमारे विक्टिम है उसको लेके किसी एक हॉस्पिटल में शिफ्ट कर दिया उन्होंने, बट उसकी इन्फॉर्मेशन हमारे पास नहीं थी। तो इमीडिएटली जो हमारी टीम थी उसने CCTV फुटेज नीचे नियर बाय लोकेशन का जो साइट ऑफ इंसिडेंट है उसको एनालाइज किया, उसमें देखा कि क्या हुआ है, और क्राइम टीम को और एफएसएल टीम को भी भेजा गया सो दैट कि जो इंस्पेक्शन है साइट का वो हो सके। लेटर ऑन 4:20 के अराउंड हमारे पास दोबारा एक इन्फॉर्मेशन आती है जीटीवी नगर में एक हॉस्पिटल है वहाँ से कि दिल्ली कैंट का एक जो विक्टिम है और जो इस केस में जो एलिज्ड हैं सस्पेक्ट हैं इस केस के, वो भी वहाँ पे एडमिट हैं फॉर मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट। अकॉर्डिंगली केस हमने ऑलरेडी इसके अंदर रजिस्टर कर दिया और इन्वेस्टिगेशन।
The Congress on Monday welcomed the Supreme Court's interim order putting several key provisions of the Waqf Amendment Act 2025 on hold, calling it a victory for justice, equality and fraternity. The court stated controversial sections including the requirement that only Muslims practicing for 5 years can dedicate property as Waqf and the powers given to collectors to adjudicate Waqf property disputes. Congress leader Jairam Ramesh said the order undoes the mischievous intentions of the law, which he alleged aimed to inflame religious divisions. The Supreme Court clarified that it did not state in the act but granted interim relief while allowing full hearings on the law's constitutional validity. The act, passed in early April and notified soon after, faced criticism for potentially putting Waqf properties in legal limbo and restricting non-Muslim participation in Waqf courts. Nepal's newly appointed caretaker Prime Minister Sushila Karki, the country's first woman to hold the post, inducted 3 ministers into her cabinet on Monday. President Ramachandra Bodal appointed Kulman Kishing, Ramesh War Kanal, and Om Prakash Aryal on Karki's recommendation. Kishing will hold the Ministry of Energy, Water Resources and Urban Development. Kanal takes over as Finance Minister, and Aryal has been assigned the Law and Home Affairs portfolio. The ministers took oath at the President's office in Shidal Niwas, Kathmandu. Karki, 73, a former Chief Justice, assumed office on September 12, following the resignation of former BMKB Sharma Oli amid mass protests led by the Gen Z movement. The caretaker government is tasked with holding fresh elections on March 5, 2026. The protests, sparked by controversial social media ban and corruption allegations, left at least 72 people dead. U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick has criticized India for maintaining high tariffs on American goods, accusing New Delhi of refusing to import even 1 bushel of U.S. corn. Despite its large population, he called the trade relationship one way, alleging India blocks U.S. exports while benefiting from access to American markets. Lutnick warned that without tariff reductions, India will face hurdles in doing business with the U.S. Echoing former President Donald Trump's push for fair and reciprocal trade, he defended steel tariffs already imposed on India. Meanwhile, India condemned these measures, especially the 25% tariff on Russian oil, as unfair and unjustified, citing national interest in energy policy. That's all for today.